ever since I started focusing on how I looked, I became a better footballer. Here's an example of me in 2021 on how I used to look. This is when I first started playing in college. You can see I am skinny fat, have no muscle on my body, and I was getting no play time. Now again, correlation isn't causation, but that's just my example. And now this is me in 2025. I took this picture this morning. I'm now in my first professional season. I am in the off season right now, so I'm training even harder to look better, get leaner, and be a better player. So as you probably guessed, the topic is why looking good matters in football. You need to have an aesthetic body. Now there are many different reasons why, and it isn't just the looking aesthetic, but the overall of the being aesthetic, of what it actually means. So here I set a lot of different examples for you to different players on how they look. So Lewandowski, CR7, Ramos, Ibra, Davies, Salah, Adama, Jude Bellingham, Haaland, Gareth Bale. Now these players have one thing in common. It isn't their wide shoulders, it isn't their massive chest, it's their body fat percentage. If you truly want to look good and you want to be an aesthetic model looking person, you are going to have to be below 12%, if not closer to 10% body fat. The reason why I'm putting this all into the aesthetic looking physique is because that is also the ideal body fat for performance. And that's going to take me into the benefits. Why does it matter? Number one is posture. When you're being looked at by another person, the first thing they see is how you're standing. Are you standing straight, confident? Are you looking like this? What looks more attractive? This or this? You tell me. Also, as well as looking good with posture, it also has to do with performance. You will have less risk of injury due to the fact that you aren't overcompensating with different muscles. You will be more stable due to the fact that you have a stronger core, which is why you do have a better posture, and you'll just be overall more healthy in your life. The next benefit to being aesthetic and why looking good matters is you will be more explosive. If you have the aesthetic body of being low physique, high lean body mass, you will be more explosive due to the fact that you have stronger muscles, you are lighter, which will mean you'll be more agile and quick. If you're already a very good technical player and the one thing you are missing is that explosive power, I'm telling you the key is to lose body fat and gain muscle. Now, of course, there's a proper way of doing it, which is what I am teaching on this channel as well, along with documenting my journey. But that is what is the aesthetic football system, which is looking good and playing good. Next benefit to it is less injuries. If you are lean, if you have more muscle, you will have less injuries in your body. You don't have extra weight that you're carrying on the pitch. You have muscle that is protecting your bones, that is protecting your joints. So if you get hit, you're getting protected by the muscle, and they will be stronger when you're landing, when you're falling on the ground. You will have more muscle to protect yourself. Now we'll get into the actual looks part of why looking good matters. Confidence. In my opinion, confidence is the most important thing for a footballer. The moment I started hitting the gym, I became a better footballer that same month, that same week even. When I saw the difference in my body, when I saw that I started to look good, I knew that I was already going to play good. You just have more confidence in yourself. If you look at the best players in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo is the perfect example. The most confident person I've ever seen just ever. Look at how he plays. Look at how he holds himself. That's why people love him, because of his confidence. And of course, he's a really good player. Another thing is discipline. Now, this is the perception and your own discipline. People will see you on how you look and they will know you are a hard-working person. And in soccer, football, that matters so much, is what a coach thinks about you. And for yourself, if you put yourself through the process of building an aesthetic physique, you are going to have more discipline in your training, in your lifestyle, and just your overall footballing ability. Second to last reason is professional look. Look at the best players and look at how they look. They are clean. They are fresh. And that begins with having a good body, because I'm telling you, a good physique is the base of everything. Your confidence into your looks. Being lean will make your face look better due to the fact that you have less body fat on your face. And the last thing is attractiveness, which is going to lead into the most important one that I have, which is there will be more eyes on you. That is the key. More eyes is better. Good publicity, bad publicity, doesn't matter. More eyes on you is what you want. You will get more opportunities due to the fact that you look better. And if you are a good player, you are the whole package. I remember vividly when James Rodriguez broke through. all they were talking about was how he looked, and he was already an amazing player. So imagine you are an amazing player and you look good. I'm really pushing for players to invest in how they look, due to the fact that if you look elite, you will play elite. And that isn't just because of how you look, it is also because of the way your body will be. You will be stronger, you'll be more powerful, you'll be more explosive, you'll be leaner, and you will be more confident. So that was my little lesson for you guys on why looking good matters. The second half of this video is gonna be my chest day. I think it's mic'd up, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. It's currently my off season, so I'm working on building some more muscle. So it's going to be more muscle growth based, and then later on during the off season it'll be more on explosiveness and strength. But yeah, good. Ciao everybody. We're in the home gym today. I'm doing a mic'd up gym session. We got chest. Yeah, anyways, so we have a chest session today. I'm going to be mic'd up, going to be recording all my exercises. I already did a solo training session in the morning. Did a bit of technique work just here in my basement. If I can show you with this, actually, you can see I have a nice little area. Here's my home gym. Pool table. Anyways, I hit the chest workout at the beginning of my off season. As we are now, I'm focusing more on growth and hypertrophy, more so than power and explosiveness. I'm mainly focusing on my shoulders, my chest, and my quads. That's kind of my main focuses right now. But today we have chest and triceps, so I'm gonna bring you guys along. Check out the fit. We got brand new Young LA throwback joggers in the gray. Obviously in my home gym, so no shoes, but pretend I have some shoes on. And then we got the Echo Vision tight fitted tee. This was on clearance. I got it for like 12 bucks. The only problem is you can see my freaking nipples, bro. I like to get my warm up in, just get the rear delts activated. But yeah, ooh, whoa. But yeah, so we're gonna just, bro. First movement of the day, I have a incline Smith machine. Really want to get my strength back because during the season I lost a lot of strength. I went from my bench press being, I could do 100, so 225 for around 4 or 5, which is okay. And now I think I could maybe grind it for 2. And I already got up again because when I tried it during mid-season, I only did it one time and I struggled. Want to make sure you're more narrow because here's a little science lesson. Your upper chest fibers move like this. If you're narrow and tucked, it's moving in this. I don't know the exact words for everything, but I know that's how it works. All right, first warm-up set. I like to make sure at least three warm-up sets. And then depending on the exercise, I usually just do 1. First set, 175. I don't know how many I can do. I haven't done this in a long time. I just got home, so we'll see. Hoping for at least 6. I said 6. You gotta make sure you're juggling between sets, so you're always techie, you know what I'm saying? You can never be too techie. All right, we got our next chest movement. Gonna do another 3 sets. It's gonna be weighted push-ups, but I use these perfect push-up handles, so it helps you go even deeper. So if you were to do a normal one, you would go and you would hit the ground with your chest. But with the perfect push-ups, you can go even deeper, get a nice stretch at the bottom, and then explode up. Up. Let's go. Oh my God. How are we looking? I think my microphone's about to die, but
sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?
All right, next up we have a front and delt movement. Since when you hit chest, especially incline, you hit a lot of your front delt. So I'm only gonna do 2 sets of my front delt. It's just gonna be a shoulder press. So you have no back help, so you're using a lot of stability. And you're essentially, it's just a press with the Smith machine. But I like it more because it's a fixed path, so it's more, optimal for hypertrophy. But it also works on your stability in your lower back when you're holding it up. So it transfers over to soccer as well. 7, one more. 5, one more. Oh my God. For my tricep exercise, I'm gonna do a incline, very low incline JM press. So the incline helps my elbows. I feel like when I do it flat, something about the angle, I don't know. But again, same thing, so you're in here. It's basically a narrow bench, but you're bending. Almost like a skull crusher, but you're bending it to your chin. Pause. 4. Whew. That was only 4 reps. I still went to failure almost, so it's okay, but definitely gonna go lighter. I became such a better player once I started to become stronger. It's actually crazy. Like, when I first went to college, I was 150 pounds, okay? Skinny, no body fat. I was a literal twig. And in 2 years, I went up to like 170. I had a little bit more body fat, but even then I felt faster, I was stronger, I was already better. And then now I'm around 170, but lean and muscular. I'm the fastest I've ever been, the best in shape I've ever been, and the best player I've been. Now I'm gonna get some ab work in, and that'll be the end of the workout. All I'm gonna do for abs today is gonna be hanging leg raises, just 3 sets, because I mean, like I said, I do abs every day, so I don't need too much per session. So it's 3 sets. The first 2 sets I'm gonna do with ankle weights, so it's a little bit harder. And then the third set, I'm gonna do it again with ankle weights, but then I'm gonna take them off and drop set it. Five. But yeah, for sure, abs are made in the kitchen. You have to be lean to see them, but I feel like you have to, it's just like any muscle. In order for them to be even more visible, like mine, I think you have to work them out a lot. And when you're playing a sport, specifically soccer, you're always rotating, sprinting. When you're stepping, you're using your core. So you have to work them. Okay, last one. I'm gonna do 4 all the way up, and then just go to failure with knee raises. One more. That's the workout. I did my chest, shoulders, triceps, and a bit of abs. Felt really good. I hope I progress a lot this off season. If you guys want to, just copy the whole workout, you can go ahead, but I would change exercises based off what your needs are. But yeah, it was really good workout. Nasty pump. What else can you ask for?